solve a rational expression that has a special case to it. So whenever you see a rational expression, the top and the bottom are complete opposites of each other's, you will need to use a method of factoring out the negative ones. So recall the negative effect, what a negative does to any number. It makes it its complete opposite. So in this example you see on the screen, we have 2x plus 5. If we were to factor out a negative 1 from 2x plus 5, what we wind up with is the very opposite. We wind up with negative 2x minus 5. Notice if you were to do the distributive property, that's what you're going to wind up with, because negative 1 times 2x equals negative 2x, and negative 1 times positive 5 is negative 5. And that's what a negative does to anything. It makes it its complete opposite. So let's solve the expression given. Here we're given an expression to where the top and the bottom are complete opposites of each other. Now, although they look the same, they are not. On the top, 7 is positive. On the bottom, 7 is negative. On the top, y is negative. On the bottom, y is positive. So they are complete opposites of each other. So in that case, you have to factor out a negative 1 from either choice, not both. Very important that you remember. You're not going to take a negative 1 out of the top and out of the bottom. Only out of one of them. Now, the top is traditionally not the way we write expressions. Normally, expressions are written with the variable first and then the number, such as the bottom. So since the top is not written in what I call the traditional order, let's go ahead and use the top to apply the negative 1 effect to it. So we're going to multiply the top by negative 1. When we do so, on top, that positive 7 is going to become negative 7. That negative y is going to become positive y. So when I rewrite that expression, it's going to look like so. Now, the one thing you have to remember, you still have that negative 1 there. However, your expression is now y minus 7. And now we are able to cancel, because before there was nothing that canceled out with this problem. There was no way for us to simplify this. So the only way to simplify these special cases is to factor out a negative 1, because then you will have common factors. And our common factor here is y minus 7. And again, what we're left with is our answer. So in this case, we are left with an answer of simply negative 1. And there you have it, factoring out a negative 1 in cases where the top and bottom are opposites of each other.